What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Darian, man, the BowTie fragrance guy. Fragrance, fashion, grooming. We talk about it all on this channel, man. How you can be the best version of yourself every day by going out and smelling good and looking great. So if you're into that, make sure you hit subscribe. Don't forget now, enable notifications. That way, anytime a new video is uploaded, you'll get notified. And YouTube will notify you if you have any notifications on, like between the time that the video is uploaded and sometime between then and October of 2025, at some point in between that time frame, they're gonna let you know about the video. So make sure that you have a notification bell on. All right, guys, so on today's video, we're gonna be talking about what fragrances I wore the most in 2024. It may come as a surprise to you, it may not. But anyway, I don't wanna get too much into talking about other contributing factors to why I wore what I wore the most, but I'm gonna be talking about the 10 that I wore the most. Don't forget, guys, it's January 1st. If you're not paying attention on January 1st, you're gonna miss a chance to win. The main prize is gonna be a 100 ml bottle of Lavish from Boulder City, Victoria, which retails for about 500 bucks. I'm gonna be giving away a bottle to one of my lucky subscribers. But there's gonna be some other giveaways as well. But I'm launching something, guys, and I'm just gonna ask for your support. And I wanna tell you about it. What I'm launching is, if you've been seriously kind of stuck in a particular place between, where you are and where you should be in life, wanting to be the best version of yourself and need a little bit more, I guess, of inspiration, encouragement, or push, I got something coming for you guys. So make sure you stay tuned on January 1st. It's gonna be fantastic. When the intro, when we come back, we're gonna get into what 10 fragrances I wore the most in 2024. You wanna see what's on the list? Your routine. Keep it locked right here.
Let's go. Knock 'em out, box red. Knock 'em out, red. Knock 'em out, box red. Knock 'em out, red. Knock 'em out.
The BowTie Fragrance Guy.
All right, guys, we're back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. Let's jump right into it. All right, so the fragrances I wore the most oftentimes are fragrances that, if I were to put them in like that grab and go category, I did a video before I talked about the different categories of fragrances. Grab and goes are what I reach for most. Usually grab and goes are fragrances that are great mass appealing fragrances that can be worn anytime, any place, anywhere, in a scenario. I know that, in my experience at least, they smell good to most people that you come into contact with. So any environment makes them safe because you're gonna smell great and you're gonna be inoffensive, and most people are gonna like them. Grab and go fragrances. So most of these are grab and go fragrances. So anyway, this was a designer fragrance that was released this year. So that contributes to it too, sometimes when it was released. But anyway, this is from the brand of Prada, and this is Prada Luna Rossa Ocean Le Parfum. As you guys can see, I have a little dent in it. I wore it quite a bit. Oak wood, saffron, and amber are some of the main notes. And again, all those things I just described is why this fragrance is at least on the list in the 10th spot. I want it to work, I want it to run errands, I want it to the gym. It's versatile, and it smells good. So it fits the description of a great grab and go fragrance. And as you can see, I wore quite a few times. So in the 10th spot from the brand of Prada, Prada Luna Rossa Ocean Le Parfum. All right, guys, the next fragrance on the list, I got quite a bit of wearing out of this fragrance this year, and that's why it's on the list. I've knocked quite a bit of it out. From the brand of Louis Vuitton, this is called California Dream. California Dream. This is mandarin orange, ambrette, benzoin. There's a note of pear in here as well. When you talk about a fragrance that is mass appealing and easy to wear, this is just a great fragrance. Again, this one is very simplistic and just good. This just smells great. Can never go wrong with a scent profile like this. Again, no matter where you go or what you're doing, this is going to work. It's probably going to be well received by most people. Just kind of has that you know, that kind of scent profile. And if you've ever smelled it, I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. But I wore it quite a bit. It's on the list in the 9th spot from the brand Louis Vuitton, California Dream. All right, guys, in the 8th spot, which is still, again, I say this kind of casually right now. I'm not 100% sure, but it's definitely up there. I've deemed it one of my favorite fragrances in my collection. It is not my favorite still, because I'm not thinking about everything right now. It's definitely in the top 3 without question, from the brand of Boulder City Victoria's Blue Sapphire. Blue Sapphire. This is chamomile, lemon, rose, and a little bit of oud on the dry down. Huh? This is so good. It's one of my favorite fragrances for a reason, man. You talk about a fragrance that, the main thing to me is that candied lemon note in the opening. You got because it's a lemon, chamomile, and tagettes combination in the opening. A little bit of less light oud, nothing skanky at all about this fragrance. And it just smells heavenly. Seriously, you gotta put it on skin to understand. So I wear this quite a bit, especially when I'm going somewhere important, you know, some type of event, maybe upscale. This is probably one of my go-tos, man. So Blue Sapphire is probably always gonna be on my most worn list because I wear it a few times a year. And for me, having as many fragrances as I have, that's quite a bit. So Blue Sapphire, Blue City Victorious. All right, guys, up next on my most worn fragrances of 2024, another one of my staples. This is Oudwood from Tom Ford. Oudwood from Tom Ford. Cardamom, oud, tonka bean, Sichuan pepper, some of the main notes. In my lifetime, I've already been through a whole 50 ml of this, and this is 100 ml. It's a little more than halfway gone, about halfway, a little more than halfway gone now. Again, another fragrance that I always default to. A lot of these fragrances, especially this year, were fragrances like, I'm kind of thinking about it and not sure, I grabbed one of these. And that, you know, of course, is one of the main reasons why they are on the list. But man, one of my favorite fragrances, again, a staple for me in my collection, one I always have, and I wear it quite a bit, from Tom Ford. You've heard about this one. Oudwood is oud good. Yep. All right, guys, this fragrance was released this year. I wore it quite a bit from the brand of Chanel. This is Chanel Allure Homme Sports Super Libre. Got quite a bit of wearing out of this year. And what you're gonna get here is grapefruit, cedarwood, white musk, patchouli, sandalwood, some of the main notes. This is so good. So good, man. Again, I've worn this just like Prada, Allure Ocean Lake Parfum. I've worn it in just about every situation that you can wear it. I've gotten some compliments on it. It just smells great. There's no other way really to describe it. It's so clean, fresh, so inoffensive. Again, you can't go wrong with this stuff. I got my winners out of it this year from the brand of Chanel Allure Homme Sports Super Libre. All right, guys, the next fragrance that I got that I wore a lot this year is another one from Louis Vuitton. This is City of Stars. City of Stars. Iris, blood orange, tiare flower, sandalwood, some of the main notes. This is just good, man. Floral, you definitely got a floral, powdery nuance here. The sandalwood is like the perfect complement to the florals and the powdery essences that you find in this fragrance. It just smells phenomenal. Again, every time I wear this, the missus is like, what is that? And every time I say City of Stars, she's like, I always ask you what you're wearing when you're wearing that. I just love this stuff. Louis Vuitton is really hard to miss, man. A lot of their fragrances are just made to be mass appealing and smell great. And that's what a lot of the ones I have in my collection are. So anyway, check it out. Louis Vuitton, City of Stars. All right, guys, it should probably come as no surprise that this fragrance made the list as well, from the brand of Creed, Absolute Aventus. This stuff is good, man. Really good. You have black currant, pineapple, cinnamon, and oak moss are some of the main notes. And again, it smells a lot like the original Creed Aventus, but with some added spiciness here to kind of hefty it up. And fantastic. Can't go wrong with this scent profile. Pairs really well with a suit and business casual. And I know I'm gonna smell great when I wear it, and that's why I wore it quite a bit. I'm probably about halfway through with this bottle. But anyway, it's amazing. I wore it a lot from the brand of Creed, Absolute Aventus. All right, guys, next up, another designer fragrance released this year in the proof is in the pudding, or in this case, in the dent in the bottle from the brand of Versace. This is Eros Energy. Wore this a lot. This is lemon, blackcurrant, oak moss, and musk is some of the main notes. It smells a lot like Creed Adventures, of course, with a huge dose of lemon. Some people may not like it. I like it. You know, it is what it is. I like it. You know, I know the Creed Adventures DNA has been kind of overdone, but it's just something about this fragrance. There's a, I don't know if it's like a flow, like one of those flow creamy that you get from like an orange blossom or something like that. But it's something here that I really, really like, in addition to the huge dose of lemon. I took this fragrance with me on my wife and I's most recent trip to Mexico. So I wore it a lot. Just grab it and spray it liberally. It just smells great. I love it. Wore it a lot. Look at the dent from the brand of Versace, Eros Energy. All right, guys, we got 2 more fragrances left. Now, all of this wasn't done this year, but still quite a bit of it was done this year. Another one from Louis Vuitton, Imagination. I've talked a lot about this fragrance, so I won't spend as much time on it. Neroli, ginger, cinnamon, tea, some of the main notes. Smells great, man. I wear it a lot by default. Just grab it, spray it. Normally smell great. Those fragrances always work for me from the brand of Louis Vuitton, Imagination. And in the #1 spot, I got this fragrance this year, so the dent in this bottle is from this year alone. I think I got it around June, the end of June. So in 6 months, no decanting, no anything, I wore this much. So this is all me. So it was easy for me to identify my most worn fragrance of 2024, also from Louis Vuitton. Love this. This dent happened all this year since June. Galbanum, ginger, sandalwood, cedarwood, some of the main notes. I love the stuff. Again, I don't even have to talk about it much because the proof is right here. I wore it a lot. Coincidentally, it was my most complimented fragrance of the year as well. See, those things kind of go hand in hand. So my most worn fragrance of 2024 went to this fragrance from the brand of Louis Vuitton. Lovers. All right, guys, that was my time. I hope you enjoyed this video today. What are your most worn fragrances of 2024? Make sure you leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys were rocking this year. As always, I sincerely appreciate your time and your attention to these videos, because you don't have to watch, but you do. And I sincerely appreciate that. And don't forget to take a few moments to like, comment, and subscribe. Please make sure you are sharing these videos out to some other folks that you think, could use the information or find it entertaining. Because I'm your guy, Darren, on the BowTie Fragrance Guy. I love to look good, and of course, I love to smell fantastic. So until next time, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace. January 1st is coming. Don't be late. January 1st.